Welcome back to Thrive America. I'm your host, Brent Brooks, here with Teo Graca. Teo, thanks so much for coming on Thrive America.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate your time here on our show. And we've talked a lot about multiple website marketing, which is very interesting to me. A great little strategy that we can use right away. So thanks for coming on the show and sharing your expertise on this. And I hope you guys can take some of this and use it right away. Think of a cool thread that your business provides. Go out and create a micro site right now, and point that back to your mothership site there and see what happens and so forth. Teo, I want you to talk in this segment. I want you to talk about what's your advice to help us thrive in this economy. I want you to touch on what SMM is, and there was something else. Some of the history of Google. So I know that you want to educate me on a little bit about what's going on with Google. Let's start there. What's happening with Google? What should we look out for?
Well, I mean, initially, I think I mentioned it in the first segment that Google was made by providing a search that worked. The first search that actually worked on the internet, and their business model for the last 10 years or so, since they started, has been selling ads. Now they're moving into software sales. They've been moving towards this for a couple of years, but they've been forced into this, not specifically this strategy, but they've been forced to change because search engines are losing relevance right now. Google is still the most powerful search engine out there. It's still the best strategy to bring traffic in, get rankings and everything. But it's changing, and the reason it's changing is because of social media. When somebody finds you on a social media site and then they want to find out more about your services and your product, they go directly from the social media or social networking site directly to your website. So what that does, it bypasses the search engine. So it's forcing Google to rethink their revenue model, and that's what's going on right now.
That's interesting. And does that? I guess that leads us into SMM. It seems like if as a business owner, I'm like, okay, well, I want to be active on the social networking sites. If that's what's happening, can you educate me on? Yes, that is happening. People are getting business from Facebook, getting business from LinkedIn, and those kind of things.
Yeah, I mean. Social media and social networking are, currently really a hot item, and people are using it to generate business. They get built-in applications. One of the interesting things that happened recently with Facebook is it went from they changed the way it works more towards the Twitter thing. They have a wall now, so you publish things on your wall. What you're doing now. Also, LinkedIn has that. So the Twitter strategy is working. Everybody's kind of moving towards that. But people are generating business directly from social media and social networking. And each of these acts as its own website. And it's difficult. There's actually a new career available called social media specialist, because most people can only handle maybe 3 or 4 or 5 of these sites, so they hire people to actually log in as them and network in the social media, social networking environment, post media or send communications as them. It's a job. It's a whole new career.
Wow.
So this has happened. We started researching this back in October 2007. Ran an ad in Scott Dunn's Town Planner for the social media specialist wanted. So we've been experimenting with this, and we do a little bit of that. But it's this is a whole career that people can get into right now.
Yeah. Well, and so I'm not on Twitter yet, and I'm reluctant because I feel like I've done well on Facebook. In other words, I've got my Facebook built up, and I'm on it pretty much every day. But Twitter is a little bit daunting. Do you feel like we've covered a lot with the SMM, and that's social media marketing? Is that what that means? Stands for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now here's a way you can use Twitter. This is something you can do. Let's say you have 10, 20, 50 microsites out there. You can actually take the Twitter code, put it on your websites. You can go into Twitter and put what you're doing today, right? And it's better use of Twitter is to focus on your business doings, not your personal stuff. But it'll show up on all your websites.
Oh wow! So you just go one time into Twitter.
Yeah.
And I think there's software that can go. You do one time into this one thing called Ping.
Yeah.
And Ping goes out your Twitter, your Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah. Ideally, you want one way to manage content on all your things, and another thing that brings you up in the search engine rankings and makes your websites more relevant is to actually change the content frequently. So this is a way to do that, and it's a good way to do it.
Well, great tips. Now, our final question, and we ask all of our guests this question is, Teo, what? And it can be with internet marketing. It can be whatever you feel is coming to you right now. What is one thing that you can share with us through your experience, strength, and hope that will help us thrive? That will help the business owner watching here thrive in this economy.
Let me give you two things.
Sure.
One thing is we're moving into an age of relationship. So this is something that it's face-to-face is good. You want to come home and reinforce those relationships. So the most powerful thing you can do is bring people to your website and have them sign up to a list so that you can maintain regular communications with them. You can automate your communication through things like Constant Contact or some kind of newsletter or drip marketing campaign, also called autoresponders. But the second thing is to be unique. Doug Smart teaches how to decipher your personality and what your strengths are, your natural strengths and your adaptive strengths. But the idea is to focus on your strengths and delegate your weaknesses. And what happens is all of us are different. We all, we're all beautiful personalities, spirits, whatever. We're all different, and if you focus on the difference and the uniqueness, you are your brand. So this is something that makes you different than everybody else out there. And you don't need to work for or with everybody. You just need to surround yourself with people that you like and that like you. And so be unique, be your own brand, and build lists and maintain communications. Two best things.
Those are four things.
Oh wait, I only counted two.
I'm just kidding. I did hear something just so great that kind of ties in, which is we do business with people, not companies. So yeah, there may be a company out there that has this, daunting brand, but there's somebody in there that you're going to do business with, and that's a person, and it's a relationship. It's a relationship game. It's a relationship world. So definitely build your skills in relationship marketing and be unique. I love it, Tia. Thank you so much for coming on our show and sharing with us your expertise.
Hey, glad to be here.
Before you go, we're going to put this on our blog, but what's the easiest way, how do you like to work if someone were to contact you? Is it do you like for people to call you or have coffee with you? What's your ideal workflow there?
I generally talk to people on the phone. I spend 40 hours a week on the phone. That's I make a lot of money consulting that way. But if you want to find me, you can find me on my name, teograca.com. It's my personal website. I got my little Twitter thing on there.
All right.
So I don't update it near enough. But yeah, generally phone call, and then sometimes I'm in town here in Atlanta about 2 weeks a month, and down in Florida about a week a month, up in Virginia for a week a month.
And
so
your phone number, your best phone number for you?
You can reach me directly at 404-551-3471, and I'm generally in the office during the week.
So give Teo a phone call, have a conversation with him. If you have any questions about the strategies, I'm sure Teo would love to talk to you, that sort of thing. So we'll see you back here on Thrive America very soon. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.